Welcome to our last review lesson, preview lesson of principles of school organization. And today we are going to review the whole course, and we are going to have the midterm exam next week. All right. So I would really like to understand or like to know how was your own learning journey in this EMI course. And I know for some of you, this is not a very easy job to start an EMI, to use the language as the medium and to learn the content knowledge. But you all did a really good job. All right, so let's get started to review the courses and let's get prepared for our midterm. Not actually midterm, but the term exam. All right, there are three types of questions in your term exam. The first one is to fill in a blank. So it is 30% and you got 10 items. All right. So each item will account for like 3 points. And as for your multiple choice, we have 15 items. So it also accounts for 30 points. And as for essay, we have like 3 items, and I will announce 2 of them, and they will account 30%. And finally, we got the last one would be 10%. So please use 150 English words to describe and summarize this figure below. And what is this figure for? And what are the key elements? And actually, we have talked about that in class, but it's good for now to review. So when you first introduce this figure, remember that it is an essay, 申论题. So you cannot just give me a very quick answer or very easy answer. You have to have like the structure. Give me a topic sentence first and contain or cover the elements in this figure. This element has 5 important elements, right? Including the structural, political, individual, culture, and technical core. And then you got to talk about, so first of all, you got to know this is the open system of school organization. And it covers these 5 items, 5 elements. And then you have to go to each element. Okay, for example, what is structure system referred to? And please give us some like specific example or to elaborate the system. All right, and you can go to another video, and which is the TA. They will use Chinese to talk about how to compose an essay article. All right, so this is also the same one. Based on Weber's typology of schools organization structure, please use 150 English words to explain this figure, including simple definitions and examples. So don't forget, you should talk about the examples. So in this dichotomized, so remember the word dichotomized, 二分法, okay? So in Weber's organization structure, he divided into 2 main patterns. The first pattern is professional pattern, and the other is bureaucratical pattern. So when a professional pattern has high professional pattern and high bureaucratical pattern, you will go to the Weberian organization structure. All right. So first of all, how to write this essay, you have to talk about what is Weber's typology and what are the 2 main patterns: professional pattern, bureaucratical pattern. All right, and then you can talk about this 4 typology. For example, Weberian, authoritarian, professional, and chaotic. And then when you go to Weberian type, please talk about the Weberian type refers to high professional pattern and high bureaucratical pattern. And what does that mean? Please give us the definition and example. And then please move to authoritarian. Okay, it is high bureaucratical pattern and low professional pattern. And the definition of that, and also the example. And yeah, you can just copy the patterns, and in the end of the passage, please give me a very short summary of this whole essay. If you have any question, please go to another video and the TA will help you with that. All right. And as for the third question, this time we will talk about hope theory and your goals. All right. So please understand there are 3 pillars of hope theory. That is goals, pathways, and willpower. So this triangle, 3 pillars, composed of hope theory. And please think of your own goal and how do you manage or find your pathway and willpower to get your goals. So it will account for 10%. All right, I will provide a link to you. You can go to this video and our previous TA will help you or guide you how to compose or how to write an essay. All right, as for another type of this question, 第二种类型 would be fill in the blank. So you have 10 choices, okay, in the front of the question sheet, and then you have 10 questions like this. So you can select only one word, all right, from the choices, and please drag it to answer the question. All right, so this is the second type of the question. All right, and you can prepare and half of the A4. So please prepare half of the A4, all right, like this. Okay, and you can write a double-sided. You can write as many things as you can. All right, so this is from the previous TAs. Okay, so please leave some space for me to to sign my name. So this is another type. Okay, and then I will sign my name here. All right, this is Michelle. All right, so just prepare for that. Okay, so you can bring a hard copy dictionary. Okay, 可以带纸本字典 and you can use half A4 size notes. Okay, double-sided. 请不要拿一页，然后呢只写一面。好，因为到最后我只允许 A4 的一半。好，就是 A5 尺寸。所以如果拿一页的话，虽然你只写一面，好，那我会请你撕一半，只留另外一半。All right? So just make sure that it is only half A4 size note. All right, let's do the recap of the semester. So in our term exam, we'll talk about the characteristic of structured school. Okay, structure in school. So according to Weber, there are 5 hierarchical structures. So the characteristics will be the division of labor and specialization, impersonal. Okay, impersonal is not interpersonal. It's impersonal, 公正不阿的. Okay, it is a just, okay, impartial orientation. And also the hierarchy of authority, okay, and rules and regulations and career orientation. So those are 5 characteristics of schools, structures in school. Please bear in mind of this. And also Maslow's need hierarchy, we got physiological needs, safety needs, love and belonging need, esteem, and self-actualization. So when Maslow's need hierarchy goes with the ERG like this one, you have to kind of compare. For example, existence in ERG, which can refer to physiological, psychological safety. Okay, so this is corresponding to existence. And what about the second layer, relatedness? It goes to Maslow's social and part of the self-esteem, right? And what about the growth? G-R-E, E-R-G, G. So it will be part of the self-esteem and self-actualization, 自我实现. So please kind of to integrate this chart and think about how you can relate those both theories. All right. The next point will be goal-setting theory. So remember, it was proposed by Locke and Latham. The goal-setting theory has 4 conditions that facilitate effective goal setting, which are specific, clear goals, challenging but attainable goals, goal commitment, you got to commit yourself, and number 4, feedback and task complexity. Okay, we watched the video already. So please take a look of the goal-setting theory. All right, the next point will of the exam will be Hesber's motivation hygiene theory. So we cut like the theory into 2 parts. So the first part will be hygienes. Okay, when you meet those factors in hygienes, it was the basic needs. Okay, so if you cannot fulfill these hygiene factors, you will get dissatisfaction. However, on the other hand, we have motivators. Okay, if you can meet the factors in motivators, which has like achievement, recognition, work itself, responsibility, and advancement, when you can reach or you can provide your staff the motivators, and they will feel the sense of satisfaction. All right, so think about this, and please go to the worksheet or the handout on this theory. And don't forget why the name hygiene. Okay, why do we have the name hygiene? Okay, think about that. We have the discussion in class before. So why we have the name hygiene? Okay, because it is a just metaphor. Although hygiene is very important, preventing serious infection, hygiene itself alone typically does not produce cure. Okay, so it says the hygiene factor alone cannot produce a high level of satisfaction. That's why if you cannot reach hygiene factor, you got dissatisfaction. All right, the next point will be school culture. Okay, school culture has the climate that it is, influenced by the weather. However, beneath the sea level, we got a culture. So culture actually are the held belief, values, and assumptions that cannot be changed easily. However, the climate was above the seawater, and it is probably norms, okay, or the day-to-day behavior in schools or the daily routines, so it can be managed. All right, organization culture, it is the upside down of the iceberg theory. So in this figure, we talk about if that is a school culture, okay, it will be very abstract, like here. Okay, so those are the abstract premises, and it is very deep that you cannot manage it easily. However, in the bottom of the figure, we can see those are very close to the climate, and they are very concrete. Those are the norms, or those are the slogans that we can follow, and those are easy to be observed. So it is, it is very superficial, very shallow part. All right, so you can compare this figure with the iceberg figure. All right, later we will move to the trust. Remember the Harvard professor, Frey, She's the professor at Harvard Business School, and she's also the culture builder. And she talks about how leaders can create trust for organizations. So there are three important pillars of trust. The first one is authenticity. The second one is logic. And the third one is empathy. All right, please go to your handout and review this part. All right. Later, we'll talk about the sources of authority and the sources of power. So the sources of authority, we got three authority: charismatic, 魅力的, and traditional and legal. All right. And what about the power, sources of power? We got different type of power. For example, reward. You can buy, okay? You can use the reward to exchange. And the second one is the coercive, 强迫的. Okay, if you do not do anything that your principal wanted, and probably he or she will give you some punishment. Okay, and number three, legitimate, that is the legal power. Referent and expert, we sometimes mix them together. But don't forget, referent is someone that you really admire. You just want to be acting like him or her. So this is the referent. However, expert has some very important professional knowledge. And this kind of leader can help us or guide us toward the direction of the school that we pursue. So this is the difference between referent and expert with the professional knowledge. Okay, finally we got like transactional and transformational leadership. Okay, we talk about that. Transactional leadership take advantage of like coercive power or the reward power, like to trade the benefits. Okay, however, transformational leadership tries to inspire the staff, and the staff can transform themselves and contribute more to the school. All right, and later we learn the servant leadership. Okay, it is the concept from Jesus Christ, and it talks about the leaders who takes very good care of their staff. They prioritize their staff in the first place. So you will create like the very supportive and conducive learning environment. So they will put the needs and well-being of the team first. Okay, and eventually this kind of leader will provide a positive school culture. All right, in the very end of this preview video, we will talk about hope and hope theory. And the Snyder, who like proposed three important factors in terms of hope theory. So the first one is goal setting, okay, goal thinking. The second one is pathway thinking. Okay, how do you manage that? How do you have the alternative way to get or attain the goals? And number three is the agency thinking. How you motivate yourself to get that. All right, and there are some constructs related to hope. So please take a look at those constructs. We talked about that before. And hope's role in leadership, there are four important qualities that derive from hope theory in terms of leadership. So the first one is born in relationship, okay? And the second one will be hope in leadership will be open and influenceable future. Actually, hope is the concept that you started working now and you can perceive, okay? You can see the future, your change in the future, all right? And number three is that the principles with hope-centered leadership will have like sustained it by dialogues on high ideals. So we talk about our dreams, we talk about our goals, we talk about our future. Okay, and finally, the generative or positive action. Remember that hope will be different from other concepts. Will be hope is an action, you have to take actions yourself. Tell you that just be well prepared for your learning. All right. If you got any question in terms of the essay writing, you can consult another YouTube video. Hope you enjoy the whole process. Bye bye.